Hey guys, as you guys know, I got the new fairings on my bike, custom painted pearl white from Moto. Looks hot, baby. I love it. I'm loving it. A lot better visibility as well. Much more visible than the black, especially at night. I'm really loving it. The mirrors, everything just goes beautifully. I'm not going to put any decals on the bike. I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Definitely not putting a Honda decal on there. I know we're so used to seeing Honda decals on the bikes, but I think it looks a lot cleaner without, in my opinion. I love it. Yeah, I definitely recommend Moto for the fairings. Go check them out at their eBay store. That's Moto. And hey, let's get out on the road and do a little moto vlog here. How about that? All right. Hey guys, you know, I think a lot of you guys take my videos way too serious. Not a lot of you guys, just some of you guys take my videos way too serious. But you know, I'm really trying to deliver a message of safety. You know, when I talk about squids and I talk about what can happen to you and show the graphic images. And you know, you guys, you know, I'm pretty hard on squids in my videos. But I don't want you guys to think for an instant that, you know, I show disrespect to squids in person. You know, when I'm riding on the road here, I wave to everybody. You know, I'm respectful to everybody. As long as people are not disrespectful to me, you know, I'll be respectful. You know, like I said, I wave to every biker. I'm not the type of guy where if I see the biker's not going to wave to me, you know, I won't wave to him and all that bullshit. You know, it's not about that, dude. You know, you've done good by showing the respect. If they don't show respect back, then hey, that's on them. So don't get your panties in a bunch if a biker doesn't wave back at you. Seriously, man. Some of you guys are way too sensitive. But damn, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Shit. Love to have me a house out here in the country. But yeah, guys, you know, I'm respectful to all bikers, you know, period. I know a lot of you guys get real nasty with squids. You see them out on the road, and for some reason you guys, you know, just want to be a dickhead to them and not wave to them, or, you know, flick them off or something, or talk shit, yell at them and tell them to put on a helmet and all that. You know, it's their life. They make the decisions they want to make. You know, they need to learn from their mistakes. But, you know, that doesn't mean you can't show any respect to them. And, you know, you can't, you know, people, that's a problem with a lot of people, is that they prejudge people, and, you know, if they don't like their lifestyle or whatever they choose to do in life, or some of the decisions they make, you know, because I know I'm not a perfect person. We all make mistakes in life, and we all need to learn from our mistakes. But that's no reason to disrespect somebody because of their choices. You know, they're learning the life like you are. You know, some people are more intelligent than others and learn faster, and some people just never learn, and they keep, you know, getting their ass handed to them. But yeah, you know, I have a problem with it. You know, the only problem that I have is with evil people. I'm just talking about evil people, and I really have a disdain for evil people and evil-hearted people. But there's good people out there that are making poor choices. I mean, like I said, you don't know what people have been through. So never judge people. You know, like I said, I talk a lot of shit about squids. But like I said, man, I respect them. I'm gonna wave to you on the street. I'll show respect to you, man. Maybe you need to learn on your own. You need to learn from the bad choices you make. I pray that you guys stay safe out there, you know, without your helmets and your gear. I don't wish any harm on anybody. And but I'm gonna continue to deliver my message of safety. You know, I think I've done enough videos on them, to be honest with you, though. But you know, I'm gonna lay off of it for a while because I know some of you guys are getting kind of irritated with me constantly, you know, bashing the squids and all. But yeah, there's so many other subjects that I need to talk about, and I have so many more videos that I want to do, covering a lot of different areas. I even want to start a new channel when I hit 10,000 subs on my channel, which, by the way, I thank all of you subscribers out there and viewers. I really appreciate it. I'm over 1.3 million views, have you know, over 8,000 subs now, and I never thought that I would reach these heights with a YouTube channel. I've had a couple of other YouTube channels, and I think like the most I've ever, any subs I've gotten was like maybe 200 subs. And one thing I learned, for those of you guys that are just starting out with YouTube channels, is to be yourself. Because I noticed in the past and other, you know, YouTube channels I've had, I was way too formal and just tried to be perfect in my videos, and I didn't get any views and any subs. And people want to see who you are. They want you to they want to be able to relate to you. You know, they don't want somebody getting on there being fake. You know, I come to you straight, 100% real. I give my full feelings. I don't care what if you guys don't like it. You know, I don't care. You know, this is me. This is who I am. Accept me for who I am. You know, I respect your opinions. But yeah, guys, I mean, we need to all come together, the motorcycling community. You know, all of us. You know, everybody down to a motorized bicycle, to a scooter, to Harleys, to sport bikes, you know, and stop segregating ourselves. A lot of you guys, you talk shit about Harley riders. A lot of Harley riders talk shit about sport bike riders or scooter riders. It's just as stupid, man. We're all on two wheels here, 2 or 3 wheels. And, you know, we're all just trying to be safe out on the streets and have a good time. That's all. You know, it's not necessary to disrespect other riders because of the particular type of bike they ride. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. You know, and it needs to stop, seriously, and stop with the stereotypes, you know. They have us fingered, you know, a lot of Harley riders have us, not a lot, I'm just going to say some Harley riders have us fingered as being squids or whatever, you know, young guys that are buck wild on the bikes and all that, you know, and most of us are not that way. A lot of us are really just cruisers on these sport bikes, you know. But, yeah, because it's just, I don't know, man. We're all, like I said, we're all trying to survive out here on the streets and just have a good time and stay safe. And let's just all come together, you know. We're all a family, baby. That's it, you know. We're all a family. No need for disrespect. You know, respect the squids. You know, you can, in your mind, you can say, man, this guy's a complete stupid dumbass for not wearing a helmet and gear. But let him make that choice. Let him learn from his mistake. And hopefully it never will, but I mean, hopefully it'll never crash because, you know, like I said, I don't wish any harm at anybody, but just let people, you know, do what they want to do and respect them for whatever choices they make in life. But as long as you got a good heart, that's all I care about. You know, that's all. I'll roll with you, baby. You know, we'll hang out, go cruising. It's cool, baby. It's, you know, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Really, I started this channel to help new riders, to pass on any information that I learned, you know, as I go along, to pass it along this channel. I'm no expert. I don't proclaim to be an expert. I learn what I learn and I pass it on to you riders out there. You know, that's it. It just really, my channel was, I set it up just to help new riders, to be honest with you. But it has progressed into more than that now. You know, it's an all-in-one channel now. It has everything from maintenance videos, moto vlogs. I try to do a little bit of everything to appeal to a broad audience. And I'd like to even maybe, I want to get a second bike, most definitely, because I'd rather get like an older bike that's maybe not so cool looking and something that somebody won't steal, because I want to go take some long trips and not have to worry about my bike getting vandalized or getting stolen, you know. So I don't know, maybe I'll get like a early 90s, maybe I'll get a leader bike, an early 90s one or something, you know, just as long as it looks cool. And maybe not too cool, because like I said, the main purpose of me getting the second bike would be so that it won't get stolen as fast, maybe as say this bike. Like right now with this bike, I'm scared to even go out to the Amish land and you know, go out there with a friend and have some, you know, ride out there and have some dinner. I'm scared to leave my bike in the parking lot now, in fear it might get stolen, you know, because they steal these sport bikes like hotcakes, especially, you know, these bikes. These are great bikes. These Honda CBR 600 double R's. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you really today, man. You know, I just want to clear the air here. Just let you guys know that I'm not this angry rider that just trying to preach to you guys and change you guys, and you know, that's not me, baby. I want you to know that, you know. But I do want to help keep you guys safe out there on the streets, you know, help you guys make better decisions. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's your life to do whatever you want to do, whatever decision or choice you make, you know. Like I said, I'm cool with you, I respect you. You know, if you want to ride out here butt naked, you know, that's your prerogative, you know, that's your business, and hopefully you won't learn the hard way. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you today. So yeah, I'm just loving my white CBR 600 double R, cruising out here in the country and just enjoying life. But yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Alright, guys, take care, stay safe out there on the streets. See you later. Peace. Hey, subscribe to my blog over at CycleCruza.com for tips and great deals. Also, click like on my Facebook page for new updates, and that's facebook.com/CycleCruza1.